Jai Swaminarayan. Dear students, we are living in the world of distractions. Various kinds of medias, tools and online contents are distracting the mind of the people. And do you know which is the most burning problem of the students in this modern age? How to develop concentration and how to overcome the distractions. There are a number of students, they are complaining and crying for this problem. That our mind is getting distracted towards social media, YouTube, TV, movies, video games, vulgar websites. How can we overcome these distractions? But my dear students, now onwards, you need not to worry about that. Because today, Shree Swaminarayan Gurukul is bringing forward the master solution for this burning problem. If you are facing this burning problem in your life, if you want to overcome the distractions, then just invest your 15 minutes, take the notepad and keep noting down the solutions and ideas from this video session. Dear students, we have started a video series, Be Ideal Student. There are 5 virtues of ideal student which we are learning with the help of Sanskrit shloka. Kakacheshta bakadhyanam shwananidra tathevacha alpaharam brahmacharyam vidyarthi panchalakshana. In our last video, we have explained the first virtue of ideal student, that is persistence. And today we will discuss the second virtue, that is bakadhyana. What is the meaning of bakadhyana? Bak means crane, a bird. Dhyanam means focus. Bakadhyanam means focus like a crane. As a student, what can we learn from the crane? Have you ever seen crane standing in the river, in the water? He stands with a single leg and stands for longer time, and he waits for the fishes, his prey. He is standing, but his focus is completely on the fishes. He is observing the movement of the fishes, and at the right time, when fishes come near to him, with full of focus and energy, he attacks and grabs the fishes in his mouth. His attempt never go fail, because he is attempting with full of focus and energy. As a student, this is powerful learning from the crane. Whatever activities we are doing, but our focus should be only and only on our God, not on anything else. When you are attending the classes, your focus should be on learning. You should be attentive to grasp each and every words of the teacher. If you want to become extraordinary student, if you want to become brilliant student, you must develop focus. You must develop laser sharp focus. Dear students, now let me tell you the most inspiring story of Arjun's aim from Mahabharata. Once Dronacharya called all his students and he announced a test of archery. He said, you have to pierce the eye of the bird, and that bird is placed far on the tree. Everybody got ready with the bow and arrows. First came Yudhishthir for the attempt. He set his arrow on the bow, but before that, Dronacharya asked one question. Yudhishthir, what do you see? Yudhishthir said, Gurudev, I can see the bird. Okay, what else do you see? I can see the tree, I can see the branches, I can see the nest of the birds. Okay, you see so many things. Well, keep down your bow and arrow and go back to your place. Everybody is surprised. Why Dronacharya did not allow Yudhishthir to attempt shoot the arrow? Anyways, next came the Duryodhana. Again Dronacharya asked the same question. What do you see? Duryodhana said, I can see the trees, branches, other trees. Some monkeys are jumping from one tree to another tree. Dronacharya said, keep down your bow and arrow and go back to your place. Then came the Bhim. Dronacharya asked the same question to Bhim. Bhim, what do you see? Bhim said, I can see the fruits on the tree. Dronacharya said, what else do you see? He said, I can see the more fruits on the tree. Dronacharya scolded Bhim and sent him back. Then finally comes the Arjun. Arjun also took his arrow and set on the bow. He got ready for the attempt. Dronacharya asked the question to Arjun. Arjun, what do you see? Arjun said, I can see the eye of the bird. Dronacharya said, very good. What else do you see than eye of the bird? Arjun said, nothing. Dronacharya said, can you see the branches of the tree? No. Can you see the tree, monkeys, other animals? No. Can you see myself? I am standing beside you. Arjun said, "No. Right now I just see only the eye of the bird." Dronacharya smiled and said, "Great, then shoot now." And then Arjun shot the arrow, and that Arjun's arrow whizzed past, and everybody heard the sharp click. Within just one arrow, Arjun has pierced the eye of the bird. Dronacharya pleased and blessed to Arjun and said, "Arjun, you have a great potential to be a best archer of this world, and I will make you the best archer of this world." And later, Arjun became the best archer of this world. Dear students, can you tell me, why could only Arjun pierce the eye of the bird, and why not others? What was the reason? The reason is simple. Because Arjun has concentrated and focused his mind only and only on the eye of the bird. People say that Arjun's most powerful weapon was his Gandhi bow. But actually, his most powerful weapon was his single-minded focus, his laser-sharp focus. In the battlefield, his arrows never missed the aim. So today I would like to ask the same question which Dronacharya asked to the Arjun. What do you see? Today my question to you is, what do you see? Where is your focus? Is it on fruits like Bhim, or only on the aim like Arjun? If your focus is on the fruits, that means on the temporary pleasures, then you cannot achieve your goal. And if it is only on your goal, then definitely you can achieve your goal. So my dear students, remember, the secret of success is concentration, and the secret of failure is mostly the distractions. When you do anything with concentrated mind, you succeed, learn and grow. And when you do anything with distracted mind, you fail, forget and fall. Today my question to all the students, those who are watching this video now, do you study with single focus or divided focus? Do you study with single focus or divided focus? Many times you might have experienced the number of hours you would study, but you won't remember anything. You won't understand anything. You don't get any clarity. Why? Because we were studying and reading with divided focus, not with a single focus. And what do you mean by focus? So Steve Jobs says that focusing is about saying no. Focus means no to rest 99 things. When you study, say no to everything other than studying. Say no to mobile, TV, media, movies, playing, eating, sleeping, etc. When you play, say no to everything other than playing. When you pray to God, say no to everything other than praying to God. You need to say no other than your God. And there is one thought-provoking proverb that if you chase 2 rabbits at once, you will catch none. You cannot chase 2 targets at once. And if you do so, you will achieve none. You cannot study and play at once. And if you do so, you will improve none. You will succeed in none. That is why the single focus is vital for the victory. Dear students, have you ever observed we have this sunlight which feels normal. But if all the rays of sun gets focused at the single point with the help of magnifying glass, it creates fire. It becomes leisure. If you want to create fire in your performance, if you want to get the burning results, burning success in your life, then focus all your rays at the single goal. Make the laser sharp focus, then see the tremendous results and burning success you get in your life. And remember, wherever your focus goes, there is where your energy flows. So focus creates the energy to create the burning results. Now let me tell you the compelling example of Shastriji Maharaj, Sri Dharmajivan Dasji Swamiji, who is the visionary founder of Sri Swaminarayanam Gurukul organization. Shastriji Maharaj had memorized 700 shlokas of Srimad Bhagavad Gita within just 18 days. That also along with the busy schedule of satsang activities. He also memorized 3000 plus shlokas of various Vedic scriptures. He memorized 1,000 plus devotional songs, kirtans. And at the age of 80 years, these all kirtans, all the shlokas were there in his memory. How Shastriji Maharaj could memorize this much? How? The answer is simple. Because of their single-minded focus. They used to study with single-minded focus. They used to put their all energy into it. Let me tell you one more compelling example of Swami Vivekananda. Swami Vivekananda has memorized 7 volumes of encyclopedia just by reading once. Isn't it amazing? Just by reading once, he memorized all these big volumes of encyclopedia. Whatever he used to read, he used to remember. Why? Because of his single-minded focus. Once Swami Vivekananda was in Chicago. He was standing on the bank of river. He saw that few boys are shooting the eggshells floating in the river with their air gun. They were shooting, but they were not hitting the eggshells. One of the boys came to Swami Vivekananda and he said, "Would you like to try?" Swami Vivekananda said, "Yes, let me try then." Swami Vivekananda took the gun, air gun, and he aimed at the eggshells and concentrated on the target for some time. Then he shot 12 times and hit eggshells each time. None of his attempt failed. By seeing this amazing shooting, these all boys, surprised, they asked, "How could you do this? Have you taken the training for the shooting?" Swami Vivekananda said, "No, I have not taken the training. This is just first try." "Oh my God, then how could you do this?" Swami Vivekananda said, "I could hit the target because I could concentrate completely on the target." Concentration can work wonder. Once Swami Vivekananda has said that the power of concentration is the only key to the treasure house of knowledge. That means one cannot gain the knowledge with divided focus, with distracted mind. You also are a student, right? If you want to gain the knowledge, you can gain it with only single focus, with concentrated mind. But generally, when we study, only our senses are involved. Our eyes, our ears are involved. But our mind will be roaming somewhere else. That is why we don't remember what we read and we don't understand what we study. Why? Because our mind is not involved. Our mind is not focused in the study. Now question is, what distracts the mind and what breaks the focus? The answer is simple and basic. Lack of goal. When you have no goal, no target at hand, automatically your mind will jump on to the temporary pleasures and temporary entertainment. Research says that only 3% of the people of the world set the goal, and rest everybody is passing their life without goal. And remember one very important fact, that empty mind is devil's workshop. What do you mean by empty mind? Empty mind means mind with no goal, and a mind with no goal becomes devil. It will distract you, it will destroy you. So always keep your mind engaged in the goal, but never keep it empty without goal. And if you will not direct your mind towards goal, then your mind will distract you away from the goal, and that's for sure. And not even God can save you from the attractions and distraction of the worldly pleasures if you are not focused on your goal. But just setting a goal is not enough to have the laser sharp focus. You need something compelling to have the laser sharp focus. So let's go to the root level. What is the root cause of focus? What is that magnifying glass which brings all the rays of mind at the single point? Dear students, before we reach to the answer, let me ask you one question. Why can you easily focus on playing video games, watching movies and playing sports, etc.? And why can't you easily focus on study? What is the reason? What is the root cause of it? Obviously you would say interest. That is what the answer of this question. The root cause of focus is interest. Interest means passion and love. Where there is interest, passion and love, automatically mind gets focused over there. And interest is what that magnifying glass which brings all the rays of our mind at the single point, and it brings all the energy at the single point. Well, now you may say that interest is the root cause of focus, but we don't have interest in the study. Now the question is how to improve the interest, how to develop the interest for the study. So before we reach to the answer of this question, let me ask you a few questions. Can you tell me, why do people work hard to earn money? Why do people work out hard in the gym? Why do people go for the pilgrimage by walking? Why do people sweat in morning walk? Why do people eat medicine even if it is so bitter? Why do people go for the trekking the mountains? Is it easy and comfortable for them? No, even though they do it, even they enjoy it. Why? Listen carefully, because they have understood the importance and the value of it in their mind. That is why they do it even though it is painful. They do it with interest because they have understood the importance. Bhagavan Swaminarayan also has given this powerful solution in Vachanamrutam, that one can develop love by realizing the importance. You can develop love, interest and passion by realizing the importance of that particular thing. Do you know why people are interested in money? Because they have realized the importance and value of money in their mind. Similarly, if you understand the importance of your goal, of your success, automatically you will develop the interest for your goal, and that interest will lead to the laser sharp focus, and that focus will lead to the achievement of goal. So this is the master solution of developing focus and concentration. Now, the last question of this session is how to overcome the distractions of temporary pleasures. How to convince our mind not to get distracted in temporary pleasures. Anyway, we are living in the world of distraction. Media will distract your mind. Mobile, YouTube, social media, vulgar website will distract your mind. But how can we convince our mind not to get distracted in these worldly pleasures? Dear students, Bhagavan Swaminarayan has given the ultimate solution in Vachanamrutam, that one can discard the temporary pleasures of world by realizing the greater pleasures in the God. That means if you can show the picture of greater pleasures to your mind, automatically your mind will get convinced to give up the temporary pleasures of world. In childhood, you were playing with the toys, right? But now, are you playing with the toys? No. Now you are playing with the sports. Cricket, basketball, football, etc. Why? Why your interest shifted from toys to the sports? Why? Because you realized the greater pleasures in sports than playing with the toys. Similarly, if you can realize and visualize the greater pleasures in being successful as doctor, engineer, scientist, businessman, etc., then easily your mind will get convinced to shift from temporary pleasures to your goal. So mind gets convinced to sacrifice temporary pleasures and short-term benefits if you can show the picture of greater pleasures and long-term benefits. So my dear students, this is the master solution, the ultimate solution for overcoming the distractions and developing the long-term concentration. Today we understood the second virtue of ideal student, Bhakat Dhyanam, focus on God. This laser sharp focus is revolutionary virtue of brilliant student, ideal student. So my dear students, finally, let's all of us develop laser sharp focus like Arjun, like Shastriji Maharaj, like Swami Vivekananda, and achieve our goal. Thank you. Jai Swaminarayan.